Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, ViolitKittin, or PT Musico, VO. Welcome back to the podcast, Freddy's at Night 5. I wanted to say Five Nights at Freddy's so bad. I'm back again with Charlice. You can say hi.
Hi, you can all call me Charlie or Charlie, whatever. I don't care. Or Fluffy, because that is my name on Discord right now. But it is nice to be back on this podcast of Violet. It's been too long since we have done this, so let's go ahead and just get this rolling.
Yeah, I apologize for the whole wait. I'll get into that maybe. I'll probably put like a brief summary in the description because I kind of don't feel like going through all that right now. But yeah, what were you about to say?
No, anyway, I was just saying that was Cap. Anyways, let's continue.
That was Cap. It wasn't Cap.
You ain't putting shit in the description except for other stuff.
Okay, I will put the first thing I always put in the description is if there's like someone in their video, I'll put you in the description, obviously. Then I'll put social links and yeah, we'll see. But Ruin came out, guys. I'm assuming I'm assuming you've all seen that. I made a song on it. That was fun.
I actually watched Fusion Z Gamer play it like hours after it came out.
Fusion Z Gamer. I was honestly like not mad at Fusion Z Gamer, but I was like annoyed because like he already found like Easter eggs the exact same day it came out, and I was playing Ruin and I got a notification on my phone. My phone was blowing up with notifications all day during that day from just Twitter and almost every social media I have, or now X. I'm not calling it X. Hate me if you want, but I was just getting Ruin notifications back to back to back. And I was looking on there, and most of them were either from Dalco, 8-Bit Ryan, Dan TDM, or Fusion Z Gamer. I see Fusion Z Gamer, and it's like we found a secret, or I found a secret in Ruin, and I'm just sitting there. I was in the middle of playing Ruin, may I remind you. I was sitting there playing Ruin. I look at the notification. I see the Easter egg video. I just legit turned off the game. I literally have not been on there since. I was like, you know what? I just don't feel like playing anymore. I just don't feel like playing anymore. I was already stuck on one part. I got past that part. I got to a certain part and then just kind of stopped. The part I am currently at in the game is when you finally reach the Monty Gator golf room. Or Monty Gator golf place.
After you get off the ride?
Yeah.
Okay. I know what part you're talking about.
Yeah, I know where to go from there. I just haven't played it because not motivation, but kind of just like I already know what's kind of happened. And I was playing the game in hopes of, beating everyone. And not beating everyone, because obviously there was going to be some. Obviously, how like a game comes out and there's already like a full gameplay video in like the span of an hour. So I already know that was going to happen and I wasn't going to beat anyone. But I was trying to figure out all the secrets and stuff before people like Future C Gamers and stuff started uploading things. And due to their thumbnails, I already knew exactly what was going to happen. So I was like, okay, all right, I don't, what's the fun? What's the fun anymore? But no, in all serious note, I just haven't played Ruin. Very fun game though. I definitely recommend you played it. I downloaded it the second it became available, like right at 12 a.m.
I couldn't play it because I don't have stuff for it. I don't have a PC at all. I'm broke as fuck.
Dang. You're missing out. You don't have like any friends that have a PC or something? Maybe, I don't know.
I have friends who have PCs.
Probably play on one of those because you're missing out. A lot of people said that they don't like Ruin, and I'm like, they're only saying that because of how bad Security Breach was. And I'm like, did you even give it a chance? In my personal opinion, I think Ruin brought back the creepy element that FNAF was lacking in Security Breach.
I agree. It was definitely a lot more claustrophobic, like the game dev said. It was definitely claustrophobic.
Yeah, and I mean, partly part of the reason why Security Breach was in the words of the internet, they call the game dog water.
Bro, what did you just say?
The game was apparently just dog water. I don't think that. I think Security Breach was fun. I honestly never experienced a bug. I don't know what they were talking about. I haven't experienced one glitch while playing Security Breach, so I think maybe that's just PC, because on PS4 it runs fine. It runs fine. And no, I didn't. I have I am bad at vocabulary. I am able to play any FNAF game on my PC. I just choose not to because it's hard to record on the PC.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I do record on the PC, it's usually just not. It's not gameplay video. I'll try to post more gameplay videos using my PC though. Whenever I get a mic, I'm currently trying to get a mic, a better one. What was I saying though? I got sidetracked.
You were talking about like Ruin was actually really good, and that other people are just.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so part of the reason why Security Breach was dog water was because people were rushing Stillwall. Like at a point, they were basically just rushing them to release the game. And yeah, I guess it's partly Stillwall's fault too. I was calling him Stillwall the whole time. I just realized that.
Anyways,
but nah, it's partly Stillwall's fault too, because they could have just ignored it and continued to make the game, but they didn't. So I mean, like, can you really? Who's really to blame here? I honestly don't really. I'm not gonna blame either one of them, because the game was still good, regardless. People just have high expectations.
yeah, because we're all so used to like how the previous games were to Security Breach.
Yeah. Like, I think Security Breach. The heck happened? Sorry, there was just like a freaking beep noise that played in my ear. I don't know what that was. But nah, Security Breach is an interesting take on FNAF at Freddy's.
FNAF at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I wanna be.
But no, it's an interesting take on FNAF. It's an interesting take on Five Nights at Freddy's. But I do see how people could like. I do see why people didn't like it. Like with the whole, it's too bright or it's not scary enough. Yeah, if that was an issue, I'm talking to you, audience. If that was an issue that any of you had while playing Security Breach, play Ruin. Just play Ruin, and then see if you have the same opinion afterwards. It's also a lot more polished, like Ruin as a whole.
Very polished.
You'll notice the difference is I know the two main characters that a lot of people are talking about at the moment are M.X.E.S or M.X.E.S. I don't know if I'm calling it M.X.E.S, and I think half the internet is too. But every time I see people spell his name, it's just M.X, or it's M.X.E.S but with a dot, like it stands for something, you know, like it's abbreviated. It's initials. Yeah, it's basically initials, and I'm like, a lot of people are talking about M.X.E.S and Mimic. I'm pretty sure if you've been on the internet in the span of, when did Security Breach? I mean, when did Ruin come out? Like Ruin, it hasn't been out for too long. When did it come out?
Tomorrow marks 1 month since Ruin's been out.
Yeah, so it's only been like a month, or it's only been like it hasn't been that long since Ruin came out. If you've been on the internet in a span of, I'm gonna just say a month, you've probably seen at least one post, whether it be meme, thumbnail, song, anything. You've probably seen the Mimic. And if you don't know what the Mimic looks like, I'm gonna put an image on screen right now.
It's basically just an endoskeleton that can mimic any animatronic.
Yeah, and same with M.X.E.S. I'm gonna put an image of M.X.E.S on the screen. I honestly thought M.X.E.S was glitch trap when I was first playing the game.
Like, at first I thought it was glitch trap, but later on I found out it's just a security protocol thing that Vanessa set up.
Like I was over here really thinking, wow, Afton is really back again. That's crazy.
But
But
no,
nah,
he actually died in security breach. He actually fucking died.
he
Finally,
actually
he
passed
did it.
on. Thank goodness.
He died.
Hooray! Like
I'm gonna follow people.
I've never been so happy I've never been so happy about a video game character dying for good. I don't.
Look, the funny thing is, there's a Ruben coming out in 2023. Oh, excuse me.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I just had a burp. Anyways, Ruben comes out. It came out last month. Yes, in 2023. Yeah. Okay. Hear me out. FNAF 3, canonically, takes place in 2023. That's when Afton first appears. After his spring off failure shit.
Yeah.
Fucking died. In 2023 of the real world. Let's go, people. Clap it up.
Clap it up, everyone. Clap it up. William Afton has finally moved on.
He's down there in hell. Let's go.
He finally decided to stop coming back. We can finally rest in peace and work on a new enemy. I'm kind of upset about the whole. I am kind of upset. Well, not really. Because I mean, like, yeah, but the way they build up the character just upset me. But Vanny. They built up Vanny with like so much promise. Like they were going to be the new antagonist, and then she like barely showed up in Security Breach. Then she dies in one of the endings, and you just don't see her at all in Ruin. And I think people say that she was mind controlled by Glitch Trap, or people are saying that Glitch Trap was a mimic. I don't know, but they're saying that they had Vanessa mind controlled, and the canon ending was when you actually played Princess Quest and freed her from that. Is that canon? I don't know. They say it's canon. I'm gonna just believe them at this point. I'm not really the person to tangle with FNAF lore anymore.
Okay. The thing is, the canon ending is the Afton ending, because that's how that's how Ruin happens. Because like the whole pizzeria is destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, right. You're right about that. So then, wait. So what happened to Vanny? Like, because you didn't really attack Vanny during the Afton ending, because Vanny was still there. So where did she go? Did she just not do anything?
Well, the thing is, what has been proven is that Vanny and Vanessa are the same person.
So did they just were they free? Did they leave? Like I don't.
Okay, Glitch Trap does not mind control. He manipulates. That's why he says in one of the Security Breach trailers, he says, "You were small, worthless, pathetic, but now you are more." Well, it was like Afton saying that, but he's Glitch Trap, so.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, because I was like, because during the Afton ending, I know for a fact Vanessa was nowhere in sight, or Vanny, and then she just was like nowhere in Ruin. I thought that when I first saw the trailer, I thought that Vanny had like some new form, because when M.X.E.S was shown in the trailer, or his little jump scare, I thought that was a form of Vanny or a Glitch Trap. I don't know what I was on, but then Ruin came out, and throughout the entire game, you don't see her. So she probably just, I guess after the pizza, I'm thinking, oh, hold on. I'm thinking after the pizzeria burned down, she probably just decided to leave. Like she was like, well, my job here is done.
Or she moved on somewhere else that's not part of the lore.
Could be.
Well, I mean, maybe because since Afton actually died, she was set free probably, and she was able to move on with her life.
Oh yeah, that's also a possibility. Cause like, yeah, that's also a possibility, because that could be the case if she was mind controlled. Yes.
Well, the thing is, Glitch Trap doesn't really mind control as much as he really just manipulates.
The reason I think that it's mind control is because of the whole Help Wanted cutscene that happened. That's the only reason why I've been thinking it's been mind control the entire time. But when you put it that way, when you mention the whole line he said in Security Breach, or the Security Breach trailer, I do see that it's not, I guess, it's not really mind control at that point. But yeah, so we're just gonna say, or I'm just gonna say that Vanessa moved on with her life and didn't do any more killing. I mean, because sometimes when the henchman's boss like dies or something, they tend to go on and continue their work. Hopefully, Vanessa didn't do that. Who knows? Knowing Scott Cawthon, he'll like make some other book or something and then just have Vanessa randomly show up, or Vanny.
Literally.
Like it'll probably be the most subtle thing. I don't. It's just random. I don't really trust what I am saying about FNAF right now, because I know that if I say something, it's gonna be either proven right, proven terribly wrong, or just flat out pointed out at some point.
I mean, we'll never know until Matt makes a video about it.
I think he did make a theory video on Ruin, but I think it was either on M.X.E.S or something else. Either that, or I'm thinking of a different YouTuber. I didn't watch it though, so I'll probably look at that later.
In the trailer, and like a little bit after Security Breach came out, everyone thought that Vanessa and Vanny were two different people.
True. Also, I apologize for the background noise. I'll be back. All right, y'all, we are back, or I am back.
Yep, we're back. Because someone decided to take so long.
Yeah, I had to do something IRL related. But nah, I don't even remember where I was, so...
I don't remember either, because I had other stuff to do as well. Anyways,
yeah, we were talking about Ruin, M.X.E.S, and Mimic, though. I do know that for sure.
No, I don't think so. I think we were actually talking about Glitch Trap.
Glitch Trap? Oh yeah. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, we were talking about how Glitch Trap technically wasn't using mind control, and it was using manipulation. And we were talking about hopefully Vanny didn't do what some henchman does, where like when their boss dies or something, they go on and continue. Well, but now hopefully she moved on.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully she moved on. And Glamrock Freddy, I'm confused on why Glamrock Freddy was just completely gone.
Glamrock Freddy is with Vanessa and Gregory.
But wait, so was that ending canon too? Wait, no, I'm confused.
It's canon because Fire ending, like when it gets to the comic part, you see Freddy's head still working and stuff. Gregory and Vanessa sitting on a hill eating ice cream.
All right.
So that also proves our point that Vanessa moved on, and that Freddy's still with them. And that body that's chasing you is just a prototype.
The body chasing you. Yeah, because the body confused me for a minute. I was like, wait, Glamrock Freddy's here? Yay, we finally have our old ally back. But nah, man, that Glamrock Freddy was on something.
Yeah, that's not our Glamrock Freddy. The only person on our side in Ruin is Roxy.
Yeah, and like even then, she was like, I thought she was evil at first because she started choking you at one point, but then she stopped, and I was like, oh, okay, she might be now.
That's because she thought Cassie was Gregory.
When you think about it, Gregory kind of just walked into the building, or he just came to the pizza place and just started destroying everybody, and then left with Glamrock Freddy. Like, bro. And what happened to Roxy and the rest of the animatronics? Like, how did they get so damaged? Like, they got shattered by Gregory, but they look worse than they did in Security Breach.
Fire. Remember the fire ending? Fire.
So the fire just melted half of Roxanne's face? Because at first her eyes was missing. In Ruin, she has like no face plate. It's just exposed endo.
Oh yeah. What else is there to say? Oh yeah, she got water damage. No, it was fire.
She got water damage. Nah, that would have made no sense. That's a very cheap robot. One very cheap robot.
These animatronics are expensive as fuck.
Yeah. And
Anyway.
Glamrock Chica though is the one I'm confused about the most because they like kept shutting off and powering back on from time to time. I don't know why they wouldn't just die.
She's damaged. This ruin happens like either months or like at least 2-ish years later.
No, but I'm like, how she must be more damaged than the rest of them. Roxanne was functioning better than her, and she looks worse. So what's
Coding with each animatronic is going to be different. Their endoskeletons are going to be the same except for its size. I mean, well, I don't know, to be honest. That's more of like a engineer thing that I'm not going to discuss. Either should you. This is more of something that MatPat needs to worry about.
Yes, MatPat, if you ever, he's probably not going to see this, but please answer the question of why Chico is just so damaged. Or they were all like probably, I would say, the same amount of damage. I wouldn't say nowhere near as damage as Monty though.
Bro looks like me after a breakup. I'm joking.
wait, what happened?
Nothing.
But yeah, MatPat. Why is Chica just like she keeps activating, shutting off, and activating?
Yeah, I want to know that too.
Like, because I would say out of all the animatronics, she probably, yes, they're all severely damaged, but she looked like she wasn't that damaged. Monty is probably the most damaged in Ruin. I don't know, he's basically just nothing anymore, man. You can't even tell it's Monty in Ruin. Barely. Kinda. Sorta. Not really.
Monty's the only one who is split in half.
Monty's
His
just
eyes
gone.
are still normal.
Monty, the old Monty that we once knew, is just he was left back in the Gator Golf in Security Breach.
Yeah, he just crawled right back.
And
wait, no, he got damaged in Monty Golf.
Yeah, he got damaged in Monty Golf and in Ruin. I mean, okay, it would make sense for him to get burned because I mean he couldn't really, even if he was able to escape, he wouldn't have been able to do nothing because like he had no legs. Where was he gonna go when the fire started burning? But he had no choice but to sit there. I wonder, like, does the fire hurt them or not? Since they're like all robots, they technically can't feel anything.
Well, yeah, they can feel stuff. Remember, these are way more advanced animatronics than previous ones.
True. Oh wait, yeah. Oh yes, because Glamrock Freddy, whenever you like shot him with that freaking faster blaster, he would be in pain after a bit.
I mean, then again, that would mess up the. That would like kind of affect him because like he's a robot, man. Come on.
Yes, but it still counts. Okay, it still counts. It still counts in my eyes.
Or how about when Roxy remembers Cassie and starts being friendly to her?
Yeah, Roxanne and Cassie were apparently best buds, and whenever they were, or not best buds, friends. Whenever they were, whenever Cassie's birthday around, I'm assuming
Yeah.
because of the whole whenever you powered off Roxy, which I am still perplexed on how she was somehow able to not only be awake and be able to stop the mimic for a short time, because I low-key thought she got folded, but she apparently appeared again at the end credits, so I don't know, Roxanne is built different. But not only that, but she also was somehow able to get off of under the rubble, and I'm like, does she just get power boosts whenever she powers back on? Because the same thing happened in Security Breach. She was stuck under a car and missing eyes. Next thing you know, she's up roaming around freely again. Like, bruh, how? Explain.
Look. We don't question it.
But I have to, though.
We are going along with it.
It's just confusing. Same reason how. Well, no. Okay. Never mind. Freddy kind of makes sense, sort of. You know what? The whole glam rock situation is just confusing to me. Chica somehow more damaged than anyone, despite being. She looks the least damaged because, like, Glamrock Freddy's missing. He basically has a whole insecure. That's not the same Glamrock Freddy, obviously, but that Glamrock Freddy is like not only missing his head, but he looks like he has like an entire hole through his torso.
Okay, so that's supposed to be the body of Freddy from one of the other endings.
From the one where he got torn open by the staff bots?
Yeah. Because, like, the damages look very similar.
Hmm.
Because remember, he has, like, a gaping hole in his chest in that ending?
Yeah. In that ending, I honestly thought he was, like, just torn in complete half. Like, I thought he was just torn completely in half. I wasn't really paying attention to the ending, so... But now that I'm looking at it right now. I'll probably put it up on screen.
I never played Security Breach, nor watched anyone who played it. So,
you just know the endings. You just know.
I, even though I've never seen the gameplay, I still know exactly what happens. Like in this moment, he gets the Monty chase, and in this moment, he starts getting chased by Chica, and in this moment, Vanny comes by.
Yes, and another thing that's confused me about Ruin was, not confused me in a bad way, but just confused me in the fact that it confused me in a sense of Five Nights at Freddy's. And I probably should expect this from a series that has children possessing robots. I mean, I don't think that's the case anymore in modern FNAF because these robots are not possessed. There's no way they can be possessed. They can't be possessed. There's no way they can. They were set free in FNAF 6, so now they're just completely sci-fi at this point, so it seems.
Well,
we don't talk about Afton though, so he doesn't count.
Majority of the kids' souls were set free, like between FNAF 3 and FNAF 6.
Yeah, and I mean, okay, technically those kids are still there because the blob exists. He showed up in Ruin, or you can't see him in Ruin, but if you like walk by the wall, you can see his tentacle move through the rubble, and that's kind of it.
I mean, well, yeah, like that's just because of the agony, not the actual souls.
Yeah, the actual souls, they like man dipped. They probably chilling in the afterlife at this point.
We're just chilling watching everything happen.
The robots, though, are still possessed by the feeling of agony, and they're just still roaming. But Security Breach, the Glamrocks, though, they are not possessed. They're on the sentient side.
I'm still going along with the running theory that Michael left in his Glamrock Freddy, and I don't do this all the time, depending on what AU I'm doing. One AU is where Evan is Gregory, or Gregory is like his child.
Gregory.
I mean, like, if you think about it, though, it would kind of make sense.
It would. I mean, I still believe I know this made the entire FNAF fandom hate MatPat for a short time, and I'm not talking about when MatPat decided to make the theory saying that everything that we knew and loved about FNAF was all a dream. I literally almost unsubscribed from MatPat. Not even joking. Never do that again, MatPat. But the theory where he said that Gregory was the crying child, and he pointed out similarities that were just too good to ignore, and I'm like, no, bro, that better not be true.
Dude, like, it makes perfect sense, though. Like, where else would the crying child be? Just dead in the afterlife? Nah, man. If William came back, if Elizabeth came back, if Michael came back, Evan is coming back. We're having a whole family reunion in here.
When you really think about it, the Afton family is probably one of them. they're probably one of the most tragic families to ever exist in any type of fandom or franchise.
Everyone just dying.
We don't count
left and right.
we don't count Garden of Banban because I don't really know much about whatever family's going on in there. All I know is apparently you're the parent and then you're going after the child. The family backstory, I have no idea. Plus, we don't have serial killers like Purple Nurple in Garden of Banban, so yeah, I called him Purple Nurple.
How dare you?
Purple Nurple. That name is just funny. But nah, the Afton family is just probably one of the most tragic families next to, I want to say, the Wayne family, but they weren't really crazy in the head. Plus
The
Batman,
what now?
plus Batman was still
Oh.
alive, and he was a good guy. But the Afton family, though, almost everyone in that family is either dead or had some type of problem, and then it ended up killing them later on.
Okay, so my theory of Miss Afton is that she killed herself.
That got dark real fast.
What? Matt Cat literally pointed that out in one of his videos.
It got dark real fast, though.
Look, okay, so Vanessa's dad, her last name is A. Well, it starts with an A.
Yeah.
And her dad's name is Bill, which is a nickname for William, and his last name also starts with an A. Bill and A with his last name A, put them together, William Afton. So, and Vanessa's could be like either a stand-in for Elizabeth, or it could be Elizabeth.
Dun dun dun. No,
And so, like after the custody case, when the father won the case, the mother hung herself. So I presume that the mother is Miss Afton, who later on killed herself after losing the custody case of her kids.
very dark theory, but it could be true. I mean, anything is possible in the FNAF lore. For all we know, Vanessa could be the mother the entire time. I think that was actually a running theory. I think that was actually a running theory for the longest time.
Wait, what theory?
The theory that Vanessa was the mother of the Afton kids or whatever, I think that was a theory that went on for the longest time. I was seeing it everywhere.
I have never seen that.
You missed out. Like if you were on those channels like Top 10 Gaming or like MatPat or even FNAF, whatever, you know that one YouTuber, I forgot his name. I think their name is Sean, but they spell FNAF like FNAF. I can't.
Yeah. I know what you mean. And
Yeah.
yes, I watched MatPat, but I've watched all of his FNAF videos. None of them have Vanessa being a theory like Vanessa being the mother.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I definitely seen it on a Top 10 Gaming video. Top 10 FNAF security breach theories was to be specific, and it was like maybe Vanessa is the mother of Gregory or the mother of the Afton or the wife to William Afton, and I'm like, there ain't no way.
Vanessa could.
And they said that because of the whole green eyes thing, and they said she might actually be Elizabeth instead. And I was just sitting there with a straight face because I was confused. I was confused. My brain was dead around this time.
If anything with Vanessa, she's just like, she's basically Elizabeth. That is the best thing you can get with her.
She's just Elizabeth, but then how do you explain Elizabeth coming back? Because she was part of Innard. No, actually, no, never mind. I was about to say she was part of Innard, but then she basically got booted out.
Yeah, she did. She got kicked out of Innard. She became Scrap Baby.
Then she got melted down to a crisp, and was I guess technically freed. So
was either that she's set free or she's back in the Pizzaplex as Vanessa.
So did she just somehow reincarnate herself? Like, explain your theory.
I can't. You have to watch Matt Pat. I can't explain this stuff, dude.
I'm gonna be watching more MatPat after this. I already had to watch like 10 episodes worth of MatPat videos during the first podcast, and that was before Ruin came out.
Yeah.
I honestly. Oh wait, hold up. I honestly think that if anything, I think that Gregory is a robot. I mean, hate me, because a lot of people hated that theory, but I honestly think so because he couldn't even remember his name for a minute, and he kind of acted like a little goofy, quote unquote goofy at some points. So I don't.
I'm Gregory. God. You're
Like-
just profile unknown to me. What is your name? I'm Gregory. Gregory.
Like, I mean, yeah, he has more depth and personality, or he has more of a backstory in, I guess, Ruins, because he's friends with Cassie. So, I mean, I guess that adds more humanity to him. But in Security Breach, he definitely seems like just a robot. So, is he...
Okay.
With that series...
Hear me out. Hear me out. Owie. Anyways, hear me out. Okay.
All right.
The books. We have to go back to the books.
Not
Literally,
the books.
in the graphic novel, Henry built robot versions of Charlie, and she is just moving on with her normal life as if she was actually a human. She made friends. She had a boyfriend at one point, I think. I don't know. I never read the books.
I think she did. Or like a really close best friend. I don't know.
I think his name was like John or something. I don't know.
I have the... Wait, what book was this in again? Hold up. Was it the Twisted ones?
The graphic novels. Fourth Closet?
I have the
maybe?
Fourth Closet as a... Wait, no. Hold up.
I don't know. I just know it's in the graphic
Oh,
novels.
no. I have the Silver Eyes and... Hold up. I have 2 books right now. I mentioned them in the last episodes, but I have 2 FNAF books. I can't remember what they were on. I haven't read them in, like, the months. Was it... I know one of them was definitely the Silver Eyes. Yeah, so I have the Fourth Closet and the Silver Eyes. The novel versions.
Oh, yeah, novel versions.
Yeah, W story for the Fourth Closet though. I mean, just W story. I'm waiting to see what new FNAF book comes out. I'm assuming the Fazbear's Fright story ended. Like that whole.
Are you kidding me?
Like, has it ended? I haven't seen. I know they were coming out with a book with that shark character, but then it was canceled because people don't think that a shark fits in FNAF, and I mean I agree.
There's a whole mermaid.
In FNAF, Fazbear's Frights?
I think so. I saw a mermaid on one of the covers before.
Nah, bro. Nah. I'm gonna pretend I'm gonna block that image from my mind because I can't.
No, it was actually a really good drawing. It was really good.
Mermaids and FNAF just don't correspond, bro. It doesn't go with each other. In my opinion, but who knows? The story could be good. I didn't think that a dog would fit good with FNAF, but then hey, we got Fetch.
Dude, we literally have animal characters.
Yes, but they make sense, and I think I only say that because of the fact that it's it's FNAF, and when it first started, it was them. But yeah.
Okay, but hear me out though. The closest animal in FNAF that we have to a dog is a fox. Foxy.
True, I guess. I mean, until Roxanne Wolf came along, but true.
The thing is, foxes are in the dog family.
Yeah, you're right.
And obviously wolves are because that's where dogs came from. Anyways, I mean, the thing is, Fetch came out like way before Security Breach.
Way before Security Breach.
Yeah, like before Security Breach was even a thing. Back when we thought FNAF 6 was the end, basically.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, technically, we have Twisted Wolf before any wolf came into play. Now I'm thinking about it, but we don't talk about Twisted Wolf. No one talks about Twisted Wolf. It's kind of sad, but no one talks about him. People choose to pretend he does not exist. Just like
he's not really an important character to the franchise, to be honest, at least in my opinion.
What was he introduced for? Just to have a bonus animatronic in the story? Like, what was the purpose?
It's one of the twisted animatronics.
What was his plot? What was his meaning? What was his motivation and goal?
What are the meanings for any of the twisted animatronics?
Shoot, I know I can't remember the twisted ones fully, but I know at some point they like completely ate Charlie, and she was somehow alive. I know now it was a robot, but still, I thought she was done for, because I never seen that happen in a book before, FNAF related. But then again, when you think about it, when you really take a moment to think about all the Fazbear Fright stories, or just FNAF books in general, you start to realize that there's almost never a happy ending. And when there is a happy ending, you get this strange feeling. When there is a happy ending, you can't shake off the feeling that it might be all in their head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whenever there's a happy ending in one of these FNAF books, you can't help but think to yourself, they might be on something. Like, they might be on that glitch trap pack. I don't know. It might not be what it might not be what it seems. And the only reason I think that is because of the whole illusion disc situation. But that's just...
You say that there's never been a happy ending in FNAF, right?
The books, the actual game, there's been a happy ending. Yes, I know that. But the actual books, everyone I've read, there's never been a happy ending. I mean, think about it. In the freaking, in Step Closer, man basically died, and man died. I don't know how he died, but I know it was along the lines of he lost an eye and an arm. I mean, he had to become a pirate somehow. But nah, in the Fetch story, technically it was a happy ending for Greg, but it was not a happy ending for his crush. She died. Rest in peace to her. Like, rest in peace to... I think when I imagine Fetch, the ending scene, I don't know, it's just haunting, because like he legit, how did he somehow bring a whole body bag to the bathroom door without like anyone noticing, is what I am worried about.
Probably because it was during the night.
Like, so to no one see this dog robot going across the street probably with a whole body bag. Like,
probably wasn't through the street, probably like through the woods or something.
Because they were like in the same neighborhood or something. Oops. I dropped my whole phone.
Yo, guys, we can finally get a face reveal.
No, I'm surprised how no one noticed Fetch bringing a body bag to the thing. Like, rest in peace to her. She never saw it coming. But nah, what else was a different story? Or what was another story? Into the Pit. Okay, Into the Pit had a good ending. Never mind. Oh, but when you think about Into the Pit, I mean, yeah, I guess technically that proves my point wrong right there. But besides Into the Pit, Count the Ways. I'm like pretty sure she died. Like, there's no way she got out.
Oh, really? Yeah, she just fucking died inside of Funtime Freddy.
She legit died. She had a plan to get out, and it backfired. I don't think she knew he was gonna count down. She didn't think he was. She thought he was dumb or something. Rest in peace to Millie. She will be remembered as the girl who tried it.
She tried suicide.
She tried it. She should have never climbed into Freddy. That sounded wrong. What else?
I mean,
What's another?
She didn't know that it was activated, so I mean.
Still though, like, So you telling me if you wanted to get away from your family and you went to a garage or whatever it was, and you see a giant robot, you're gonna climb inside of it to hide? You gonna do that? Like, just
Yep.
realistically, are you gonna do that?
Yep.
Why? No, I don't trust things like that.
Dude, I'm joking. I'm not doing that. I'm not that stupid. Like, I know I'm very stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
Like,
At least
bruh,
I won't do it. I'm not doing it willingly. Like, I mean, like, yeah, I'm not doing it willingly.
yeah, if it was like a dare or something, yeah, you'd probably have to do it at that point.
No! Not even if it's a dare. Screw that!
Nah, to be honest, if it was a dare, I would have legit stopped being friends with those people, and you would have never seen me again.
Yeah, because I could have potentially died.
I would have left. I would have cut all contacts from you, and you wouldn't have seen me.
Just pretend I died on the way home.
There would have been no reports of anyone. But no, what's another story? The fourth closet. That's not a Fazbear's Fright story. Get that out of my head. What's the other story? Bunny Call sort of had a nice ending, but it was, I mean, because no one died, thank goodness. But he almost, or it apparently that wasn't the person. So you are left wondering what the heck attacked them. Like, you're left wondering what was it that attacked them, because it looked like a bunny. It looked like Ralpho, but it wasn't Ralpho because a person apparently slept in. So you're just wondering, was it all in his head, or was it
That's
like a demon?
Who knows?
We will never know, and Scott will probably never reveal it. unless he randomly decides to do it in another book or game. I am calling it. If I see something that refers back to the Bunny Call situation, I am going to call it. Like, I'm calling it now. What's another story though? Into the Pit. No, not Into the Pit. To Be Beautiful. To Be Beautiful probably had one of the darkest endings next to Count the Waves in the first era of FNAF Fazbear's Frights book, because didn't, like, in To Be Beautiful, she basically, like, she went from human to dead robot real fast.
Yeah, you can talk to Eleanor about that.
Yeah, she just, like, she was no longer human by the time the story ended.
Yeah, she just fucking died.
And I think the only reason it was dark, because, like, when you think about what happened the entire time, she was wearing a necklace. You know the story of To Be Beautiful. You know the story of To Be Beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't have to explain it. But for those who don't know, I don't know why you would. If you're watching the channel and you don't know at least a basic plot of any of these Fazbear's Frights books that I'm mentioning, unsubscribe immediately and go somewhere else. Nah, I'm playing. I'm joking.
That's a joke. Don't listen to him.
I'm joking.
Don't
But
listen to him.
nah,
Only listen to me. Anyways.
But nah, if you don't know the stories though, you can always find them at your local store. Maybe on Amazon. I'm pretty sure if you look up like a specific Fazbear's Fright book, like I bet if I looked up Into the Pit on Amazon, it would probably bring up the book. I mean, unless
my dad bought the book for me. Like, he got me the Puppet Carver book for Christmas or my birthday. It was Christmas. And he got me that book. I'm not sure where he got it from. I just know that he got it for me.
Funny story, I got my book, The Twisted Ones. It was at Walmart. And it was actually in the art section. Like, it wasn't even in the books category. It was in the freaking art supplies section.
Oh, someone was holding it or something. They were told to put it back, and they just put it there.
Like, yeah, like, I bet that's exactly what I was thinking. Someone had the book, parents told them to put it back because it was either not appropriate or too scary. Same thing, but and they just put it back in the wrong category. Either way, I got that book
Yeah.
though, because like I got the book and it's a good book. Definitely recommend you reading it. And I'm the type of person that when I read a novel, I kind of want to do voiceovers over it because I'm just that person.
Yeah. Anyways, do you think we should probably end it by now? Because it's been almost over. Well, it's over an hour and a half. So, should we
Technically,
say any?
it was an hour and a half. Technically, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, we did have that long pause that is being cut out. It was cut out of the video, guys. You won't hear that pause. So, does it technically count as a full hour? I'm gonna say yes. Plus, I kind of have to do something here in a minute too. So yeah, we are going to end this episode today. Freddy's at night 5. What was it? Freddy's at for 5 nights. You know what? I don't know. I will.
It was like 5 Nights of Freddy's at 5 a.m. Wait,
Fre-
no. FNAF at night 5.
FNAF at night 5. Yeah. Yeah. FNAF at night 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this FNAF at night 5 podcast too. What's a podcast? I have no idea.
I'm hoping they enjoyed it. If they didn't, I'm coming for your knees.
We will come for your knees.
We are. Shut up! Anyways.
We know how much you need the knees. You must listen. Let us know your thoughts in the description. And yeah. Also, I will put my social media right under Charlie's in the description because I need attention. And also, yes, please go subscribe to Charlice. I don't know if they've reached 100 yet, but they need to reach 100 by October. Let's try to get them up to at least 100 before the FNAF movie comes out. Can we do that? Hopefully we can.
Oh, what's funny enough is I actually only need 4 more until I'm at 100.
4 more subscribers. We can do it, guys. Trust me, we can do it. We will see you guys on the next episode of Freddy's at Night 5, and hopefully we'll probably talk more about the Mimic because I kind of have some stuff to talk about and M.X.E.S. So yeah,
We'll see you later.
peace.
Bye.